So, since the 22nd school shooting in America has just occurred apparently in Texas, unfortunately, um, I figured I can talk about and we'll talk about September 11th, 2001, and it'll just feel like another day in the ballpark in America. So yeah, as unfortunate as it is that there's been another school shooting, and in Texas, of course, uh, I'm going to segue into the day that changed America forever and the day America would never be the same again. And so last night, uh, I got baked as fuck. Uh, Smoked some really good weed all by my lonesome. And so I got baked as fuck last night, and in my infinite wisdom, I decided to start watching some footage of the 9/11 attacks. And that was a big fucking mistake. It was. Um, the second plane crashing into the South Tower made me cry. Like, I started crying. And I realized that the older I get, the more I revisit the tragedies and the horrors of that day, the more I just I can't take it. I can't, it just fucking shatters me into fucking a million pieces. That humanity is just doing this to each other. And sure, of course, yes, humanity has been doing horrible and wretched shit to each other since the dawn of fucking time. I understand that. But to the degree, to the extent, to the precise, you know, the precision and methodical insanity of it all is just mind boggling. And no matter how many fucking years pass by, it'll always feel surreal to me. But yeah, it made me realize that it was the day America would never be the same again. The day our youth would grow up into believing in just about anything because they saw a video on their phone. That's the culture we're living in today. Um, Smartphones, stupid people. Um, to a certain degree, it's understandable though. Uh, if you were a kid then and you're a young adult now and you believe in all this weird, stupid shit. By the way, some conspiracy theories of 9/11 are interesting. They hold merit. Building 7, etc., etc. Yes, it's very interesting shit. Um, Unfortunate, of course, that thousands of lives were lost that day. But that aside, it's very interesting. Uh, at least certain conspiracy theories. Some are just way too off the charts. Way just like, okay, you're obviously borderline insane if you believe that. But I'm not. I don't hold out the fact that our government couldn't have played a role in all of that shit. I think it's just. I personally think the more and more I see those clips and how the world reacted and stuff like that. I feel it was something put together by people all over the world. Not just Al Qaeda did it, Osama bin Laden and Al Qaeda did it, and that's it. It was just those 21 people that were responsible, and that's it. It's like, nah, that doesn't quite fit. Like I said, for every conspiracy theory that I find fathomable or reasonable or believable, there's 99 other conspiracy theories that are just borderline fucking batshit insane. But like I was saying, to a certain degree, it's understandable though, because when the human brain is subjected to unbelievable, unfathomable situations, the rewiring of reality slowly gets replaced with insanity. You know, due to being subjected to the insanity that's happening all around you, with planes crashing into buildings, people jumping off of buildings, buildings collapsing, just calamity, insanity, everything, right? So it's understandable that while all this insanity is going on, the human brain and its perceptions of reality and what's real gets lost, and you kind of have to find it all over again. You have to find yourself, you have to find humanity, you have to find that I don't know, that center of just what reality really is. But yeah, it was a big mistake uh revisiting those videos, because I stayed up for like 4 hours just watching them, and every now and then reading through some of the comments, even though that's cancer inside of cancer, but even then, just for the sake of trying to view it through a different perspective and whatnot. But all in all, I'll just wrap it up with this. When I was watching those videos, I went into it trying to view it just from every angle possible. You know, from just, yes, it was terrorism, it was America's master con artist job, it was this, it was that. I was trying to view it from every angle, every thought possible, right? And at the end of the day, what I took away from all of that was that there was something deeper and far more methodical going on that Tuesday morning than just hijackings and terrorism. There was something happening on a global scale that morning on September 11th, 2001. And I'm convinced, not 100% sure, and perhaps I wouldn't bet money on it, but I'm convinced that there was dozens and dozens and dozens of people perhaps even our own president at the time. I don't know. Can I prove it? No. Do I sound like a batshit conspiracy theorist nut job at this point? Yes. But There was dozens and dozens of people that morning that knew what was going to happen hours before it did happen. They already knew. On a global scale, people all over the world, people all over the country, people from different countries, the people in power, they already knew what was going to happen hours before it happened. And some just did a really good job at pretending that they didn't.